Act diddly doodly action Jackson. Alright, we're here. And we're back, and I'm gonna try to not swear in the first 30 seconds of this one. You know, as somebody with now 58 subscribers, probably shouldn't be starting off the first 30 seconds with multiple swears, which was what I've done in every video thus far. Is it about 30 yet? 30? Fuck shit. Shit fuck. Ah yes, the poet who talks like a slob and swears like a sailor. If any of you Elite 58 have made it to the end of my videos and seen my poems at the end, I'm curious what your opinion is, and is the stop motion worth it? Because I'm putting in a lot of time into that, and I don't know if it's worth my time, because nobody's commented a single thing about the poems, and that is one of the main reasons I started this channel, was to get my poetry out there to a wider audience, and of course to bitch about things, because good Lord, I got a lot of opinions. And opinions are like assholes. Lord knows I love licking a good opinion. Alright, on a serious note, let's get going. Where are we going? Well, I'm going to the supermarket to do an Instacart. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about shit. You alright with that? And firstly, I'm Billy Don't. Don't do what I do.
Please don't shoot it at me. Thank you.
Don't do what I do. Got it? Don't do what I do. But I'd like to address a point I made in my last video. So in my last video, I talked about capitalistic society and its modern state a little bit. And I think that got a little misconstrued in the comments. I guess I should clarify what I mean. So, when I'm talking about modern capitalism, I'm talking about the corporate state of capitalism. I'm not talking about commerce. A lot of people get those confused. Like, they're like, oh, this guy's anti-capitalist, he must be a communist. No, far from. And people think, oh, well, if you have to start a small business, go into business for yourself, then you're a capitalist. That's not what that means. That's commerce. They are very, very different things. Capitalism is the system, and the modern state of capitalism is corporate overlords. You know what I'm talking about. So let's be honest with ourselves instead of going to my comments and licking boots, okay? No, we don't lick boots here. If you want to lick boots, you know where to go. Not me. And if you do want to lick boots, go for it. Who cares? Like, you're probably not going to have a lot of fun around here, but go drop your kids off at the Tim Pool. No one cares. I got bootlicker friends, and I call them that to their face. It doesn't matter, man. Like, I get along with everybody. I do. I can rip on you a little bit, but, you can rip on me. I don't care. That's what's fun about life, It's a big old variety of characters in this game we're playing. And some of them, even if you starkly, contrast your points of view, if you disagree strongly, you can still be pals. Like, I have lots of friends who strongly disagree with my way of thought, and it's fine. It's the spice of life, friends. And there's bootlickers on both sides. Boots come in pairs, a left one and a right one. Both of them equally delicious. This one stepped in shit. Still gonna lick it though. Alright, we've cleared the room now. For the rest of you who are still here, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Yeah. So under corporate capitalism, we are all rats on a wheel. And I say rats instead of hamsters because this is a rat race. And don't forget, you're going nowhere. You're on the wheel. You're generating all that shit for them, and they're collecting your energy. You go home fucking exhausted, and you get to eat crumbs. And there's a wheel for every profession. There's the warehouse wheel, there's the production wheel, there's the accountant wheel, the insurance wheel, all of it. You're on the wheel. You're not going anywhere. It's the same thing every time. no matter what. And at this wheel, you know, they might have a few other perks, you know, a little, like air conditioning. The boss doesn't shit on you every day, you know, but you're still on the wheel. And don't you forget it. And you are the rat. You are the rodent. That is your role in this. Doesn't look like that guy would say arf. That is correct. You gotta go with what Bella says, you know? You gotta, can't just say it. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's a rat race, going nowhere, losing any sort of significance that you were supposed to have in your life because you did this bullshit dance that we do. But I don't want to be a rat in the wheel anymore, man. You know what I want to do? Go out and do rat things that rats do, like invade people's houses and outsmart traps and shit, you know? And gnaw through shit to keep my incisors at bay. And then when you're done with the wheel, when you're off the wheel, they get someone else. Someone else just comes and the wheel keeps spinning and it goes on and on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on. And the master might treat you a little more respectful at this wheel than at that wheel, but they're still the master and it's still the wheel and you're still the rodent, and don't you fucking forget it. And you have to partake in the wheel, because if you don't partake in the wheel, you don't eat. Your family, it doesn't get provided for unless you go run on the wheel. That's it. That's life, right? That's life. That's life. Okay. Yeah. That's life. The wheels on the corporate death machine go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the corporate death machine go round and round, then you fucking die. And there's a wheel just for the chemicals they put in your food. There's a wheel for Red 40. Like, dude. Can you imagine that? Like, I work at the Red 40 factory. My boss is a piece of shit. Why do you think they called him UB40? The red wine? Red 40. Hey, get back to making that Red 40. You can lean, you can clean. And my favorite part about the rat race is there's no winners. You lose every time. It's fucking great. Well, for them. La 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 la. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in there, up in there. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Where's my bitches? Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in there, up in there, up in there. We accept walk-ins. This video is sponsored by me doing bad impressions. You're gonna make me lose my mind up in there, up in there. You're gonna make me act a fool up in there, up in there. You say that again, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. You're gonna make me lose my mind up in there, up in there. Make him an offer he can't refuse. You're gonna make me lose my mind up in there. You're gonna make me act a fool up in there, up in there. How does it feel? Like a rough riding stone. You don't say. Oh. The king. He's alive. If there's one thing she don't need, it's another little hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. In the ghetto. Thank you very much. Now, what point am I trying to make? Well, you gotta try to get out of the wheel. Whatever that may be. Like, everyone's life's different. Fucking, I don't know, man. There's a will, there is a way. There is a way. Yeah. I know some people are totally fucking content with the rat race. Like, they love it. I know many people that, maybe they don't want to be at work all the time, but they like it. They are okay with that being their role in this existence that we only get one of. They're okay with that. I'm just not, man. I'm just not. It's not okay with me. I'm meant to create. Like, I write poems. I picked up a guitar a couple years ago now, and I have zero desire to play anybody else's songs. Like, none. Like, I don't care about covering songs. I don't want to play other people's songs. I just want to make melodies of my own. And I got a few, and I think they're pretty good, honestly. But that's beside the point. The point is, like, I don't know. This life, like, we don't know a whole lot about it. We really don't. But we do know that there's some sort of purpose. I know in my heart that there's some sort of purpose. Like, I feel it in my soul. And I'm positive that it has nothing to do with me going and punching a clock or getting a salary or, So, I'm just gonna try to do my own thing. Keep trying to write. Try doing this and see it. I don't know. But I know I gotta go. I gotta do the thing, man. And it's one of the big reasons I started this channel was to get my poems out there for people to hear in another way. They've been on Instagram for many years, but I don't know. Not many people reading poetry these days. But I feel I have something to say, and if you have an unsung song, then you should be doing that. Like, if you have a creative drive in you whatsoever, and what's stopping you is, like, your work or what people think of you, like, just think about that, man. And back to you only get one of these lives, like, one. Don't you want something else out of it? I sure the hell do. I'm almost positive that if anyone has made it this far into the video, like, you do too. You do too. Maybe you wanted to be a stand-up comic. Maybe I don't know, man. Like, you got something, and I know you do. Go do it. Just start. Once you start, like, the ball's rolling. That's everything.
Ghosts and spirits.
When I was a spry young bloke, I didn't smoke, but I liked to mock those who did. Now I'm a broke old joker, choking on a cig, wishing I listened to myself as a kid. But we know there ain't no turning back. Oh no, there ain't no turning back. I once met a distilled demon trapped in a bottle. She asked if I would let her out. So I twisted the cap and I set her free. 20 years later, she's still haunting me. The siren's playing her song and I hear it. I suppose that's why they call them spirits. And there ain't no looking back. She took everything I had. I went to the IOP. I went to AA. Went to the synagogue. They wanted 10% of my pay. They said, you gotta pay the tax if you ever want to get your life back. So I went to the woods where the unhoused sleep, where it's too cold at night to focus on sheep. It was there that I took my last breath, but I was warm when I froze to death. They found these words on a paper placed in my pocket, and they sent them to the woman whose face graced my locket. She hadn't heard from me in years, 'cause I could never face my fears. Turns out I never did. I just ran to the bottle and hid. I guess I can't hide from myself anymore. Nothing flashed before my eyes, 'cause my life was a blur. And I'm going wherever I go. Maybe it'll be me when you feel the wind blow.